Can you still hear me pretty well?
Yes.
Gonna bring this closer. So, um, what I want us to do is just do that slide thing.
Okay.
Uh, I'm not gonna be making much noise unless my mouth is covered. That slide.
That slide. Okay. Ooh.
There we go.
Ooh.
That's a lot better.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe yesterday, maybe last time really was just an off day for you. But that was a clean. Even if you couldn't get overly high for a woman, you definitely that was definitely one of the smoothest, cleanest, both of them actually, slides I've ever heard you use.
Hmm.
Do you do you hear why based off of how it came out? Like imagining how it sounded as it came out of your mouth.
Um. Did I imagine how it sounded?
Let,
That's interesting. I've never thought of that.
let's just say this. As a singer myself, I'm constantly analyzing how something sounds coming out of my mouth in real time. I don't depend on I don't depend too much on a recording playing it back to accurately judge how it likely came out.
Oh, really?
Do you do?
Yeah. Um. I don't know. It just felt easier. It felt
Yeah,
easier.
yeah.
I
It
think.
sounded.
I think I'm sort of getting the head voice thing. Um.
Which reminds
Where?
me,
What?
I was just saying. Wait, were you finished?
I was just saying that I think that I go into head voice more easily than I have been. I'm sort of getting it.
Good, very good. A few more slides, and then I'm just gonna have us do the the imitations on pitch. You know, the imitations that differentiate chest voice to head voice in the mix. Um, so just one more slide. You.
You want me to do that?
I,
Ooh.
I want you to do the slide again, just a few more times.
It sounded like you started higher there. Where do you want me to start?
I don't. It doesn't matter where you start. I'm just starting where my voice lands when I use it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Ooh, stick
Um,
to your ooh. That the ooh seems to be the most grounding vowel, so just stick to that for now.
okay. Ooh.
Yes, powerful stuff. Again.
Ooh.
One more time.
Ooh.
Good. Now, now let's just focus on the imitations so that we can better differentiate the different placements of the voice. Can you give me your best yo? Yo.
Yo.
Now, can you give me that higher? That much power higher? Like, yo!
Yo.
Can,
Yo.
can you match the pitch? Yo! Yo! Ah!
Oh. Yo.
Okay.
Yo. Yo.
Trying to pull up the pitch. It's weird. As you're
I've got
losing
it
each
right
other.
here.
Can you can you just say yo on that pitch?
Yo. 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 No?
Just this pitch. I don't want you to go high. I just want you to sing yo.
Okay. Yo.
That's close enough. Now can you bring it up the tiniest bit higher, not too far?
Yo.
With a little more shout to it.
Yo.
A little lower with more shout.
Yo.
Sorry, my brain is buffering. Um, in your octave, let's just do yo 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 yo, almost like a gangsta.
Yo. 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 Yo.
Almost like you're mad at someone, or you're trying to speak over the crowd at church.
Yo. 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 Yo.
Yes, that last one is exactly it. Can you do that again?
Yo. 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 Yo.
Now, yo 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 yo. Lean into the power, but once lean into the power for the first note, but try to back off of it the tiniest bit. It's just like what we've explored before with the slide and just having a pure sound um and trying not to be breathy with it. We're kind of leaning on the yo to help us do that, but the tiniest bit louder. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So first do yo 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 at the volume you did, but after that try to do it a little bit softer. After experiment, after just but try to do it a little softer after knowing how it feels to have that power and then be able to control it. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yo. Am I here? Yo.
Yo. You're in
Yo.
that octave.
Okay. Yo. 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 Yo.
Yes, 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 yes. Not exactly what I asked for, but that is exactly what I asked for. In one sense, it's true, in one, it's not. But yes, can you do that exact thing for me again?
Yo. 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 Yo.
Now, can you take it up a little bit? Yo, 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 yo.
Yo. Yo. Yo. Yo. Yo.
Yes, 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 stuff. Or yes for all this stuff. Okay, That is the strength training. That is the strength training I want you to focus on when you are practicing chest voice. Don't take it any higher than where you just did. If you are you able to point out notes on your piano? On your piano. Yeah. Can you find where it says G4? Now can you find the E flat below that? Now I want you to write down somewhere to not go higher in that chest voice exercise, in that yo chest voice exercise, than that scale.
Okay, less than what?
No higher than the E flat 4 to G4 step steps.
E flat 4 to G4. Okay. I'm
There you
doing
go.
the third. Okay.
Um, I'm so glad I warmed up my falsetto for this. Okay, so what I want to help us discover now is head voice.
Okay.
You know how I helped you do vibrato
Yes.
on your higher notes?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna try to do that a little bit, but this time we're gonna try to think the owl like we discovered earlier.
Okay.
We're gonna try to sing a note the way an owl would speak, straight tone only, and then we're gonna try to incorporate vibrato into it.
All right.
So, that's it. Do that a few times. I want you to get used to it.
Okay.
Really resonant, really good stuff. All right, now let's try to do it with vibrato, because at least then you have something to focus on besides trying to keep the note steady. um, Now let's do that one more time. I'll guide you a little bit this time. Keep your eyes on my finger.
Okay.
And if you can, try to make of doing this habit with your own finger, trying to do the same thing so that you can focus on the finger instead of trying to keep it phonating. The less you focus on I need to know if this is the case for you, because it will determine if this exercise is right for you or not. When you focus on my finger, does it make sustaining the note easier?
I don't know. I mean, I tried it when I practiced both ways. It didn't seem to make a lot of difference, but maybe when you do it, it's different.
I'm just trying to see if there's something I can do. something I can give you that will successfully give you what you need. How about this? For now, let's just, instead of doing the vibrato, try to just make the who sound on the pitch in question. So, ooh, ooh,
Okay.
ooh.
Okay.
Ooh, ooh.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Sorry, I can never get a moment's peace for you, especially if I'm doing it here. Anyway, um, here's something that can help. After the ooh, ooh, try.
Okay. Ooh. 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 Ooh.
That was easier, wasn't it? It should also teach your breath. It should also give you an idea of how much you need to engage your breath to reach a note like that. Well, at least in head voice. I heard something. I think this is the exercise. We need. Um, can you write it down too?
Okay. And
Now we're gonna.
what note is that on?
That's a C5. C5
Okay.
and above. Now let's take it up. I hate that. Now let's take it up a little bit. Yes, very good. Very good indeed. Okay. Now, let's try to take it up. Wait, do you want to stay on this one before we move on for a little bit?
How do you mean? Keep doing
Do,
it?
do you want to stay on this note so that you can reinforce it
Yes,
before
I
we
think
move up?
so because I'm already breaking up on this note. So
Yeah, go for it. Maybe we can stop here and then just work higher over time.
okay. And this is what? This is C sharp.
Yeah, C sharp. And it's not a bad note to, and it's not a bad note to stop on anyways. Um, it's it's fairly close to the top of your range in the first place.
Right.
I do think I do think that if you wanted to, now that you're, I just think you're ready to make at least your top range note for this exercise higher. You were breaking up at first, but not nearly as much those last two.
Hmm.
So now I'm not. Now that's my recommendation to try going higher, at least a little longer. I want to know if you are comfortable with that or not.
Um, yeah, I can try to go higher. It's just that, it begins feeling kind of strained. And since we have, like 3/4 of an hour left to go, I don't want to wear out my voice.
Well, then we can stop at the next note. How does that sound?
Okay.
But I will say this. One thing that will prevent that strain is trying to actually sound exactly like the owl instead of
Hmm.
because when you do this, it literally opens up the back of the mouth when on such a small vowel.
Okay.
Just like you've always talked about developing that backspace in the back of the throat. Shaping the ooh like ooh instead of ooh,
Mm-hmm.
it will help to open up that space and make the note come out easier. Just make sure you maintain it with every vowel or with every ooh. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Wrong note. Look at me. Look at me. Yes. Keep it just like that. Now. Yes. 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 Did that feel at least manageable? Now we can stop right here and move on to the next thing if you want.
Okay.
Let me see how much time we got left for this half hour. Oh yeah, we definitely need to move on. So what I really want us to do now is just go like cry like a baby, or just do nya nya. Remember how I showed you wah for the mix?
Yeah.
You want that or nya nya? Because they
Yeah.
both what?
I used when I was practicing, but yeah might be easier.
Yeah, I sure think so too. So what we're gonna do is a quick octave arpeggio. It's it's a 1 3 5 8 8 8 5 3 1 exercise. So
Okay.
it sounds like this. Yeah 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 yeah. Come on, low note work with me. Uh,
Okay, so what am I starting on?
the same note but the octave up.
And that's what?
What?
What note is it?
Nya 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 nya. And I want you to make it as bratty and annoying as possible.
Okay. Nya 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 nya. Am I doing it there or higher?
No, that's fine. That's exactly where you need to be doing it. What I want to know is if you can make that bratty, annoying sound louder.
Nya 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 nya.
Not bad. Nya 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 nya. Now let's move up. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Nya, 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 nya.
I think I have two exercises in mind. This one will just get the right resonance started. The next one is to help you develop some power with it. We'll start with this one. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Nya, 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 nya.
Yeah,
Nya,
yeah.
nya.
Make sure to still keep it nasal.
Okay. Nya, 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 nya.
Can you do that one? Can you do that one again?
Nya, 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 nya.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Nya, 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 nya.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Nya, 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 nya.
Make sure to not let it go into head voice,
Okay.
and keep it punchy up top.
Okay. Nya, 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 nya.
A little better for sure. That's enough of that. We don't have much time to introduce this one. Now I just want you to we're going to take it a little bit lower. We don't have much time to do this, and we're going to cover it a little bit more on the other side, but now I just want na 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 na.
Na, 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 na.
I want you to make it loud. I promise if you are keeping it nasal, you will not hurt yourself. It's meant to protect the throat from feeling too much strain or pressure. Just always keep it loud, but or just once you get loud, just make sure it's nasal. Does that make sense?
Okay. Nya. Where am I? Nya.
Nah,
Nya.
nah.
Nya, 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 nya.
It's na na.
Oh.
Na 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 na.
Na, 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 na.
That is not loud.
Okay. Na, 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 na.
That's better, for sure. Can you go louder?
Na, 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 na.
This last one, try to make it as loud. I hope that wasn't it, but try to make it as loud as you can physically possible without entering strain.
Without what?
Entering strain.
Entering.
Strain.
Oh, okay. Nya. Nya, 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 na, na, na. Sorry, I forgot about the Y. Na, 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 na. I just don't have as much control the louder I get.
Sorry, I'm waiting for my timer to go off. That's fine. We can try to work on that on the other side. I would like you. I would like you to. Well, never mind. There wouldn't be much time for that. I'll see you in a sec.
Okay.
Um, I hope we can work around that because even on such quieter notes, even on such quieter notes, it shouldn't feel like strain. There's compression in the throat, so there's like, well, nya 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 nya. No, na 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 na. I feel more coming from down here, and I feel everything just buzzing right here.
Oh, really? Okay.
That's what I'm really trying to get from you, because there's extra effort in singing louder. But if, but I don't know, but I'm suspecting that any strain you might be feeling is just from holding back and trying to force it, which really does, which really happens the most when we try to sing without going for it.
Hmm. Well, that could be. I've always tried to sing as an alto where I'm blending with other people, not overpowering them.
Let's let's find out for sure. Let me
Okay.
know if we need to stop, but it's worth it's worth diving into now that we know that I'm not gonna do what I did past or during the beginning of it, and I'm gonna be more careful. Um, what I want is the same nana, but um, I want you to just start at a certain volume at the bottom and keep that volume going the same to the top.
Okay.
Think of it that way. You know how you can do nah with no effort. You can go that loud. Just do it right now.
Nah. Nah.
Nah. The
Nah.
octave up.
Nah.
Can you can you demonstrate that note on a loud volume?
Nah. 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 Nah.
Um basically basically I'm trying to get you to have that same consistency up top. So na 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 na.
Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Can you try to go? I think with the slides you've developed a sense of blending and smooth placement within your range, especially as we've gone over the songs. All it really takes is just leaning into the nose to make the power come out.
Hmm. Okay.
Make it sound nasal as I've explained this entire time.
Okay. No. No. Yeah, I don't really, unless it's by accident, I don't really feel the buzzing here. No. No, 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 no.
Maybe we could go yeah then. You felt the buzzing with the yeah, didn't you?
I think so.
I knew it. So let's just switch back to that one instead. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's not even focus on volume quite yet. Let's just focus on making sure that we can get up there with the right sensation and lead on that for now.
Okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Nya, 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 nya.
That is not nasal. Like I said, make it annoying and bratty.
Nya, 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 nya. I don't feel any buzz, though.
That's because you're still in head voice. You're transitioning into head voice. That's another thing you really do for your own safety, and good on you for it because you know you don't want to strain or hurt yourself, but you really got to hold on to what you're using at the bottom to be able to do the sound right.
Hmm. All right. So I'm confused. It seems to me that head voice would be more nasal, wouldn't it? But you're saying that the nasality goes with chest voice?
Well, you can make any one of your registers sound nasal or place it in a more nasal sense. What nasal really is just a shaping of the sound, and it's not bound by one register or another. You can do yeah, you can also do yeah or yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All three of those were chest voice, falsetto slash head voice, whatever, and blending. You heard how it was nasal with all of them, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Nasal is about the nasal really should be helping you develop the blending. And if it's not, then I gotta figure out what else we can do for you.
Hmm. Okay, so when you say blending, what are you blending? The register
Chest
that you're
voice and
in?
head voice.
Oh, your chest voice.
Because you hear
Is,
how there's a stark contrast between yeah and yeah. There's like a balance between both of those. You hear that it's strong and robust and connected, but it's also much lighter than the bottom when you do something like yeah.
hmm.
That's blending in essence because you're because it's different degrees of how you could blend chest voice and falsetto slash head voice.
Hmm. And there's somewhere in the middle where you're
There's
mixing
something,
them?
yeah, there's something in the middle that I think would help you a lot with other things I want to help you sing, other choices in songs that I think would fit your particular voice. But we gotta develop the mix first so that you don't flip over and so that you can remain relatively comfortable and strong in the middle of your voice without sacrificing the power behind it and
Hmm.
the strength connection. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I can ask you this. What has helped you to sing higher with that chord connection from things you've taken a look at? Because I know we both share the interest of Victoria's vocal tips, for example.
Hmm. Well, I mean, a lot of times when you tell me some part of my voice needs work, she has an exercise for everything. So I've done some of those. I remember she said, you know, she has a whole playlist on things like nasality.
Yeah.
So,
Do they work though?
Well, I only tried them one or two times. I mean, I want to practice, what you've told me to practice, and I can't spend hours a day doing it. So I have to prioritize. Sometimes I just have listened to them, while I'm doing something else, just so, because she talks a lot about the theory, and but there, she has so many videos. It's like it would take you years to watch all of them. And
For
I
someone
don't
like
know,
me,
it's
for someone like me, it might just take a week.
right. Yeah, but see, that's your primary creative outlet, and it's not mine. I mean, um, but yeah, if you think that I should look for one of hers on nasality, she has ones where she says where it's bad and where it's good. I guess I'm just, all these things like head voice, chest voice, registers,
I
all of
think
that is new to me.
I think one thing you've always had a good grasp on, though, is the slide. Maybe we could
Hmm.
incorporate that instead. E, like just sticking with an E, a simple E instead of yan yeah, if that helps. But you have to keep the connection. But you have to keep the chords connected. You cannot disconnect to head voice. You gotta know when you're doing that. If I'm being
Okay,
honest,
so when you go in head voice, the chords aren't connected? I don't understand that. I mean, it seems like you would, I don't know, I thought the connected chords
the connect
produce the straight tone.
chord. Sorry, chord connection is um, chord connection is when there's strength involved. Chest voice and mixed voice do have chord connection. Falsetto has chord disconnection,
Hmm.
and that is because it's a hooty sound. It can be strong, but it can also be breathy and still be in the same register. You can do the same in other parts of your voice, but oftentimes that's less limited, or that's more limited. So, um, let's just stop that talk for a minute. To sum it up,
Okay.
though, chord connection is based off of this is based off of the strength versus flexibility of the voice. You can bring the chords together closer for a head voice or falsetto, but ultimately they are a more hooty, more spacious sound, and that is what makes it a disconnected connection, and that is what makes the chords disconnect a little bit because there's always an extra um, element of air to it. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay, I guess not.
So it's it sounds more breathy and it doesn't, but if it's in the higher notes it doesn't matter. I mean, it you want that.
Chord connection. The degree of chord connection is based off of the strength to flexibility ratio produced in the voice. Chest voice is the strongest and most robust. Head voice is the lightest and most flexible because when you're in head voice or any cricothyroid, either dominant or exclusive register, the chords strength, the chords lengthen like this. They become thinner so that you can produce those higher pitches easier.
Hmm.
When you're in chest voice, they contract, making them thicker, less able to handle the high notes, and become more robust. Does that clear anything up?
Yeah. I mean, okay, if you're saying that they stretch out and become thinner when they disconnect, or that's called disconnection.
They're, but they also stretch out and thin in the mix. That's the thing.
Oh,
You can
okay.
either in the mix you can either in the mix you can also keep the chord connection and stretch them at the same time, and that
Hmm.
is what blending the registers does.
Hmm.
A lot of people like to say it's not a vocal register at all. I sort of see where they're coming from, but I disagree ultimately because there are different degrees to which you can do it, and they are distinct in those qualities. And then other people also like to say that it's more of an acoustic phenomenon than a blending of the registers. And honestly, that just breaks my brain, so I completely disagree. Anyways, we're talking a little too much. We're running out of time. I think I have an exercise that should help you
Okay.
to keep that chord connection. I want you to just sing, and I know it's counterintuitive, but this is the only thing I can really think of that should help you. I want you to sing an E on a chest voice note as blatantly unattractive and non spacious as you can. Counterintuitive, yes, but you'll see where I'm going with it in a minute.
Okay.
So, E.
E. E. E. E.
Now I want you to slide that up. E.
E.
Can you literally make it like E?
E.
You feel that, don't you? You feel that as you felt that chord connection I was talking about on that top note, didn't you?
I think so. Let's see. E.
Now, sometimes I can't always tell the strain unless I'm looking at the throat, which I still really need to get into the habit of. Did that feel straining or did that feel strong and clear?
It didn't feel straining.
I didn't think it would. It sounded clear. It sounded crystal clear to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know it's not an attractive or musical sound in your opinion, but this is what I think will help you develop the blending much easier, much faster.
Okay.
Once you get an idea of how it's supposed to feel, which I think is really good right now, you'll you'll learn how to control it in the rest of your registers and vowels. I mean, rest of your vowels, it's still the same register.
E. E.
Now I now I don't expect you to do this. I don't expect you to do this as part of the exercise, but it's just so that I can get a clearer idea of what's going on in vocal production. Just for this one moment, can you go from E to ah like this? E ah.
Okay. Am I still closing my
Yes.
teeth?
Yeah, closing your teeth and just make sure you're not
E.
clenching it or
Okay.
providing any jaw or tongue
Okay.
tension.
E.
Can you hold on to the E at least a little longer before you drop the jaw?
Okay.
E ah.
Okay. E.
up a little bit. And can you try to keep it the same volume? Or at least stick to a volume on the louder side. What you just finished doing is technically called mezzo forte, or just mezzo volume in general.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do it louder? Yes. Very nice. Very nice. Now, right about here is where you'll probably want to start making some space between your teeth, but not by much. We do that gradually as we go up. Like that, or something like that.
Okay.
Final one. Can you can you connect them a little bit more on that last one?
Connect them.
Connect the chords. Make it stronger, um, louder.
Okay. Okay, so connecting the chords makes it louder? I thought it made it purer in tone.
It does both.
Okay.
Well, it makes it louder mainly. Well, yes, it does make it purer in tone. It does both, but when you say purer in tone, it could also, besides making it sound louder, it could also be the same as a natural tone of someone's voice versus a harsh one, such as no, or Heard how the second one was a little more nasal.
Right. Okay, how much time do we have left? Because my laptop is saying that I've got 9 minutes of battery left.
Well, good for you. We have about 5.5 minutes before the timer runs
Okay.
out.
Sorry, I'll plug it in next time. I mean, I guess the battery's just getting old because it was plugged in before we started the lesson. I brought it downstairs because they were working upstairs. Okay.
Yeah, got it. On that last one, it sounded a lot freer. Did it feel that way once you dropped your jaw a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's all for that. I'm leaving the last 5/4.5 minutes open for us to either discuss anything you want clarified or work on something in particular.
Um, yeah, it's telling me I need to plug it in now. I
Okay,
can I can run upstairs and get it. It's going to take a minute or so.
you're fine.
Or maybe I can just take it back upstairs. It sounds like maybe they're finished up there. Hello. Good, thanks. Ooh, it's hot in here.
Is it plugged in now?
What? It's
Is
plugged
it
in,
plugged?
right? It's not giving me any more warnings. Anyway, okay, so
Now it's about 3 minutes. Do you have anything you need clarified?
just so I'm going to practice those things, and I tried to write down what you said about them, about chord closure and everything. So I don't think I need anything clarified, just any additional practice notes you have.
Don't forget about the vibrato if you feel like you need
Oh,
it, but
okay. Vibrato. Okay.
um and don't forget the slide exercises as more like a warm-up to what we've discussed in this lesson.
Okay.
And for my own sake, can I can we try the vibrato exercise um both on a low and a high note?
Okay. E, is that
Yep.
E for me? E E. Oh,
I didn't
sorry.
You're fine. I didn't know I wiped you out that much. Let's actually go back to the ooh for that one. Ooh.
Ooh, ooh.
Let's try straight tone, straight in. Let's try straight tone into the vibrato. See if that helps.
Ooh.
Beautiful, beautiful, darling. Just kidding. I hope that wasn't offensive. My brain goes wacko sometimes, as you can tell. Now let's try the octave above.
Ugh, I can hardly get up that high.
Okay, let's try the hoo hoo hoo.
The what?
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Okay, well, I can practice those. What was the bottom note?
A D4.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No, that's good.
Well, then, I look forward to next week.
Okay. So long.